what's up guys, TheJordude here, back again with another Shadowverse deck and gameplay video. In today's video, I want to go back into Shadowcraft. I feel like I covered a lot of the top tier decks, so I'm kind of digging deep into like tier 3 decks now. But yeah, came across Hades Shadow. Basically took this list off of the Temple Storm meta snapshot. But basically, the deck revolves around Hades, Father of Purgatory. Of course, you usually going to play him as your Accelerate. Maybe you could play him for his actual faller cost, but anyways, you play him so you could get your Path of Purgatory onto the board. If you guys don't know what Path of Purgatory is, it deals 6 damage to all enemies at the end of your turn if you have at least 30 shadows. And this deck, basically, everything builds up shadows. You have, of course, your Phantasmal Cores. This instantly gives you 10 shadows when you evolve. New additions to his deck is He Who Once Rocked, which will summon 3 Assembly Droids for the Accelerate 3, which is just instantly 3 more shadows. Of course, similarly, Mecha Wing Angel Accelerate 2, get 2 droids, 2 more shadows. Another new card from World Uprooted is the Jack Shovel Gravedigger. When you evolve her, she summons 4 Assembly Droids. So her herself, if you have an empty board, you get 5 shadows when all of your things die. The rest. And then there's like other cards that kind of help you draw, like Ghoul, for example. Because you have so many tokens with like Assembly Droids, Ghoul is like really good to just draw cards. Same as Guilt, to accelerate 1, destroy something, draw 2 cards. An interesting card in this deck is Gramarye Death Teller, because you have so many ways of gaining shadows. You're going to get her invocation pretty quickly, in my opinion, and because you're also going to be drawing cards from your deck. So when you have her in play and you have more shadows than cards in your deck, you get the effect where your necromancies will add to your shadow count and recover play points. So cards like Legendary Skeleton, which necromancy 8, when you have Gramarye active, you will gain 8 shadows plus 8 play points on your turn when you play Legendary Skeleton. Plus you're getting his necromancy effect. So that's like very powerful. Once you get to that point, you can start doing some crazy stuff. Things like Friends Forever as well is your necromancy. Those are your only 2 cards in this deck that actually does necromancy, but they're very powerful, especially when you have Gramarye pulled off. Ideally, you want to be playing them after your Gramarye anyways, because you don't really want to be subtracting from your shadow count, because you do want to hit that 30 so you could get your Path of Purgatories active. And yeah, so this is basically the deck. If you guys have been looking for a shadow deck to play, I would say give this deck a try. It looks very fun, pretty interesting, and it's not too bad, to be honest. And you could definitely high roll your opponent with this deck too. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already, and comment down below if what kind of shadow decks you've been playing, because Shadow's been kind of falling off the radar recently. But they do have like Machina Shadow, Natural Shadow, Mid-Range Shadow, and like this Hades Shadow. So if you guys have any good shadow lists, let me know in the comments down below. And enjoy the games, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Alright, Dragon's going to be hard because they can ramp up, and we're generally a slow deck, so they kind of just beat up slow decks. This is a pretty solid curve. I think we're going to hold everything. Especially going second with a core is good, because you just set up the core on 3 and then the following turn you can evolve to activate it. Although evolving with the core doesn't really do too much compared to other cores. Like, I'm not recovering play points or yeah. I don't know why this core doesn't recover play points, honestly. All it does is give you 10 shadows, like kind of a ripoff. Alright, I mean with double core, we're pretty much almost at we're pretty much almost there to getting Hades active, if we could draw Hades. Plus these, this is 2, 4, 24. Just need a bit more. Oh, this dragon has a pretty bad start too, so this is kind of like, this is very ideal for us just because we're playing against a tier 1 deck, probably, but it seems that they have brick, so it gives us, being a tier Purgatory deck, a chance. But Genesis Dragon, which is fine, he doesn't have evil active, so he can't actually clear this. I can use double Phantasmal Core. I'm going to start off with this Demonic Possession on the Skeleton. I don't think I need it right now. I want to search my deck a bit. Might as well evolve here. He's going down to 11 too, so we don't actually need that much more damage to kill him. We don't have direct damage from hand though, it's just going to come from the Purgatory. We need like 2 Purgatories down, but getting 2 Purgatories is kind of hard. Getting 1, so over 2 turns. Shipsbane. Shipsbane's going to probably recover 2 health here if he discards a natural card. Okay, nice. He hit the 3/3, so one of my droids lives. 2 of my droids live. And there the let's see. Do I want to dump the Gravedigger or Gasoline Assault clears this. I guess I want Burial right the Gravedigger. Miyako might get the Union Burst active, which could be useful in the future. And there's the Hate. Evolving Jiangshi here or the Gasoline Assault here then. I want to evolve. I think I might as well evolve here just to get my Miyako going a bit quicker. I also push him to 10 damage, so like if he heals to like 12, maybe it matters as well. But yeah, generally these are both going to die. I'm also going to get my Gremory next turn. And my Hades will be able to go off. Because I'm pretty sure he just kills this. If he doesn't kill this, like it doesn't matter too much. I could just hit him in the face somewhere. So yeah, it's not... I don't think it's Natural Dragon, it's just Evo Dragon it looks like. So he doesn't have time to set up his Zeus because they need to play like the War Pack. And the Hades is just going to clear that and then kill him on the following turn. There's my Gremory. And yeah. Actually, we could have played the legendaries. No, but then we played a legendary skeleton and then just dies to the Hades. Well, it'd be at 2 health. Doesn't really do anything. Could just hold it for my next turn. I can actually play the legendaries. Gremory only activates once per turn, so I can't dual Friends Forever plus legendary skeleton. I mean, I guess if we wanted to protect ourselves from a possible Zeus, Friends Forever would give us the Fleeting Joy, and then we just Fleeting Joy. But his Zeus is only at like 2 charges, so it actually can't kill us mathematically. 2 or 3 charges. I think like 3 charges. He got the free evo with the 1-2, and then he evolved 2 Shipsbane. Yeah. Like he could heal up to 6. Maybe if he discards like the medic, he could go up to 9. Yeah, so he's just going to concede basically. Could be a burn. We've been playing a lot of burn bloods today, which is weird. Maybe everyone's tired of Machina blood now. This is a decent hand. We don't need Friends Forever right now. I'd rather play Friends Forever after I have Grimia active. Turn 3 is a bit awkward. It might be Ghoul on 3. Ideally, I want to evolve the Jack Shovel because it's like a 1 card for 5 shadows, but we're going second here. We could Ghoul. I'd rather just Mecha Wing Angel. I mean, yeah, we're going first, so we can only evolve Gravedigger on 5, which is a bit slow. We also have Jiangshi on 5. Okay, an Air Corrupted Bat. So yeah, this is going to be another it's another burn rune, which is really interesting. Let's see what we pick off this Ghoul. I think I want to go here over the Jiangshi, just because my hand is kind of not doing too much. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Barrier range to go here. I want to trade. Damage to face doesn't matter because we're control deck. who wants Rock is pretty good next turn because I could also use the Guilt. I could play Jack Shovel in anticipation for turn 5 playing Jiangshi. Play Core to set up. But then I'm really not doing anything if I play the Core, so it's definitely not Core this turn. If I play the Jack Shovel, I have like a 1 in 3 chance of pulling it out to enhance Jiangshi, which isn't great honestly. I think I want to go through my deck a bit more. Yeah, next turn I'm going to have the option to go Core plus the Jack Shovel. Which is really my only option. I could enhance 5 to Jiangshi, but it's like, okay. I do want to get this Core out so I can start getting more Shadows in my deck. Get Grimia out. And then Jiangshi is great to reanimate from the Friends Forever as well. But I want Friends Forever after Grimia, so. I think the Gaslight is just too clean here. Do I want to play the Jack Shovel Evolve? That's going to put 5 more Shadows potentially, goes up to 19. I might want to evolve the Jack Shovel later to trade into something. So I think we just Mecha Wing Angel. Next turn is possibly a Hades. If he goes wide on the board, but Burn Blood doesn't really go wide on the board. I also don't like the Jack Shovel because he could just play like the 2-drop, evolve, and clears my board. So next time I could go Phantasmal Core plus Jiangshi as well. And that would set me up to go up to 30 Shadows. And then that would actually be good because his turn 6 he plays Neria. And then I just drop Hades, which will clear the board. So yeah, that looks like a good turn 6. Following that would... Okay. We also get him down to 12, so just 2 ticks off the Hades will kill him. Going for Unleash the Nightmare instead here. I think we're safe at 15 from being burnt down. Low puts us to 13. I don't think, yeah, 7 play points can't do 13 damage. Especially because we're... He would need like 8 play points, which would do 12 damage, so wouldn't be enough. Let's procession this Jack downward. So he might be able to heal. Can he heal actually? I don't have any targets on my board, so he can't drain anything. I think he's just dead. Going first was so important in this matchup, I think, because I played against 2 burn bloods before this, and they went first both times, and we just couldn't win. So going first and being able to trade his early board, I think saved us so much health. Because otherwise they just ignore everything I do and just go face, and I get burnt down. Yeah. Oh, Creeping Madness puts him up to 7 health actually. He who wants rocks doesn't quite get me there. I guess we could just Friends Forever. We could Friends Forever again. And just maximize our health. And if he's not dead from this, next turn we have Fleeting Joy, and that's going to pull out a He Who wants Rock from my deck to just kill him. I'd be surprised if he could 18 me at 8 play points. The deck would be broken. I mean, he does have quite a bit of burst. You could do like 6 more damage. At 10 they could do a lot because they have like the Blood Moon Aether, which is like 1 play point, do 3. If he has another low here, actually. But I think my Legendary Skeleton. So Legendary Skeleton is going to recover my play points. I can Fleeting Joy and I will get He Who Wants Rock, right? I don't think. Is there a Machina card that gets in my way? Possibly. But I have to do this. Okay.